Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, Zeke here again today to bring you a very quick, well, two things. One is a bit of a community announcement explaining why I have been so not present recently, and been because of my overheating problems with my computer. It's been kind of like idling during recordings. Well, not idling during recordings, because that's not idling, but during recording it's been getting up to 90 degrees Celsius, and it's been incredibly slowing my performance. So I've gotten like a new cooling fan for my system. I'm just realizing I look like kind of a mess today. Oh well. I got a new cooling fan for the system, and it is working perfectly fine now, so videos should be more common now, I guess, is what I should say. But anyways, the other reason I'm coming today, is to, basically do a small instrument showcase, because I did do one where I played saxophone, and a lot of people didn't see that, and I've gotten a lot of requests to show off some of my instruments and, you know, show people what I play and how well I play it, which right now is kind of embarrassingly badly. I will admit I used to be better than I am. So I'm going to start out with the smallest and weirdest, or smallest and weirdest. Let's go with weirdest. I wouldn't say I actually play these, but let me hold these up to the camera. They're spinning right now. Can you guess what they are? This is a weapon I got in Peru when I was about 3 years old. And they are cow toenail clippings, cow hoof clippings, and they are played as a percussion instrument. And I don't know how they're played, but I like to share these whenever I can because they're weird. Yeah, anyways, so that's instrument number one. Instrument number two, and leave it to Canadians, this is probably the only Canadian instrument, is the spoons. Yes, we glued a couple of spoons together and called it an instrument. And it's played in percussion, so it's... I'd sing something too to go along with it, but I'm not very good at Canadian folk music. And the Canadian folk music I know is a lot slower and not very spoon-worthy. And the other one's a cappella. So I don't know how to deal with that, but these are the spoons. Kind of cool. I wish I had a real camera for this so I wouldn't have to motion blur the fuck out of you guys, but that's alright. Now on to the smaller instruments. This is my... I forget whether it's an alto or a tenor or what type of recorder it is, but this is my big recorder. So, interesting little history lesson. Recorder is the original flute. In French, this is called a flute, and the flute like this is called une flute... flute verticale and flute horizontale, I forget. Either one of those, so either a horizontal flute or a vertical flute. So clarinet is the original flute. And this one I like to use for slower music, so... Yeah, so anyways, some of you might recognize that song. I hope some of you do, and I fucked up a couple of times, but that doesn't matter. This is the regular size recorder. As you can tell, I do not use one of those stupid plastic ones, even though I do own one at present. Ooh, do some nice finger weaving there. I do own one because everybody does, because everyone went to school, and these used to be my mother's, and she did not trust me with them. So this is better for kind of faster music or Celtic rock, and on the subject of Celtic rock or pirate rock, so that's some nice little Celtic rock. That is Devil's Dance Floor by, Flogging Molly, if you want to look that up. That is kind of an adaptation of their either penny whistle or recorder part. I can never tell which they're playing. They're pretty similar. I do have a penny whistle somewhere, but I don't know where it is. I also have a piccolo recorder that is about this long. and I don't know where that is. I like to play it a lot, and it can be the most annoying if played improperly, so I guess I'm glad I don't know where it is. So now, moving on. This is an old clarinet that I picked up at an estate sale. It's nothing special in terms of brand or anything, and it is so old and horrible that it is pretty much stuck together. Here we go, I'm just pushing it together more because it's stuck together in such a way that it's very hard to get apart and very hard to put together properly. So it is not a cheater's clarinet. The keys are actually keys and you have to cover the holes yourself, and I do not play clarinet properly. I play woodwind, so this is going to sound a bit better than I actually am at playing clarinet, so things might get a bit louder here, by the way, so disclaimer, you might want to turn down, I don't know. This isn't that loud, but the next one is. Oops, fuck that up. But anyways, clarinet. Like I said, I don't know the notes very well, so occasionally you hear me squeak. But it's a fun instrument, and you can growl on it. Normal note. Growly note. Oh man, you can hear me humming. Usually you can't hear me humming because my face isn't right next to the microphone like this. So... yeah. Anyways. Cool instrument. The next instrument might get really, really loud, and to that end I'm actually going to turn down the recording a bit. And this instrument, I would like to start by saying, is broken. Broken as shit, so turning that down right away. Lovely. I picked... Here, let me actually turn this back up until I'm done talking. I picked this up at the same estate sale, and it is a 1920s vintage saxophone. It's not a very common make. It's C. Geoffroy from Paris. And as far as I can tell, there were only maybe a few hundred of these made, which I'm kind of proud of. And some people swear by them. Unfortunately, since I got it, I have not had the money to repair it because it's probably going to take $500, $600 in repair. So if you can see right here, it is slightly held together by brown duct tape, which is not ideal. And it plays... It sounds good, but it plays so poorly and it squeaks a lot. So I'm not showing off any of my really good instruments because I feel like I need an excuse to play badly. So here, let me turn this down just to start out. And then I will play for you. And now I'm yelling into the mic just to keep the volume levels. Uh-oh. Need to adjust my neck strap and shit. Oops. Let me try for something a bit more structured here. Anyways, like I said, doesn't play too well right now. Like I said, needs repair. But anyways, that's a collection of my instruments. There's one more I can show you. I can't play it for you, unfortunately, because I do not have the gear set up right now. I'm not in the rear with the gear, you might say. But, 1 second, guys. Yes, as you may be able to tell, this is another instrument that I am not very good at. I didn't practice very long. And let me turn up the volume here a tiny bit. And I have not practiced forever, but it's one of the instruments I'm proudest of. If you look here, I don't know. This is a 3/4 size electric stand-up bass. Anyways, a really cool instrument. Again, if you can't tell by the instruments I have, I'm a really big jazz fan, so that's why I picked this up. And the other thing is, you can actually put it on a strap. It has like a strap thing on the back here, and play it as the most badass sideways bass on the face of the fucking planet. Of course, I can't really do it, but... Anyways, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this weird kind of one-off show-off of all my instruments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye. Have to end the recording.